Ladies and gentlemen, for once, I have no words. Well, actually, that's not true. I have a lot of words because Nova has been commenting on a notorious, not safe for work, age players videos on YouTube named Kitten Cat. You folks may be asking, well, what's the big deal, Greasy? It's just videos on YouTube. It's probably just innocent age regression content. It can't be that wild to comply with YouTube's strict community guidelines. Well, I'm glad you asked, because no.
And the capacity is 11,000 milliliters. This is like a 24+ hour diaper. Wish I knew that before I put this on. I'm on my way to a 5-year-old's birthday party who likes to lift up my skirt.
Also, this YouTuber makes adult content on adult content websites that are behind paywalls, but I can only assume that this content is NSFW-ABDL in nature. By the way, ABDL is adult diaper lover, so that's great. It's not just age regression content this individual creates. No, it's something far more insidious. So insidious, in fact, for this particular subject, I actually have no words for. So I'll just show you instead. But before I do that, I want to submit the other known evidence we have that Nova is into age play and not just age regression, because there is a difference. Age regression can be used as a trauma response tool and has no sexual aspects. Age play, on the other hand, is sickos who roleplay as or little kids for their sick kicks, and I can prove that Nova is an age player despite his denials. Exhibit A, the infamous Binky Bone picture. I don't know the exact context of this picture, but I don't need it. This is Nova's Binky collection, with Nova's own little Novine looking very excited to be in the presence of so many binkies. We know this is Nova because we can see him wearing some of these binkies in other pictures. Exhibit B. Nova was caught allegedly talking to an underage girl, and he showed her a video of him being and cuddling his stuffy, while his little Novine is seen also cuddling the stuffy in its own special way.
Yo, bro, look at the first one. I think he's chubbed up.
Wait, what?
I think he's chubbed up in the first video.
Oh, this is where the screenshot's from.
Yeah, does he not look chubbed up here?
No, yeah, he definitely is. What's the context of this first video?
The stuffed animal?
Yeah, where he's just like showing his whole body laying down.
This is so gross, so gross. So this has to do with like his in fear of wanting to be hugged.
Oh yeah.
And he says he likes being hugged, right? And we were on call, and he said, I really want to hug right now. And I said, I wish, I wish I can give you a hug. And he turned on his camera, and he was hugging the stuffed animal, and he was like, I'm hugging it, wishing it was you.
No.
Exhibit C, the Nova files. Though he wasn't overtly in these recorded videos of him role-playing as a toddler to a different alleged 14-year-old girl, but with the other evidence that we have where Nova's little Nova is also having fun pretending to be a... Well, you can connect the dots. So with all of that in mind, let's get into the new proof of Nova age playing. I'll prepare you for it before we get into it. This kitten cat person is wearing clothes and diapers, posing in what I would call extremely suggestive ways. So, warning, I am about to bombard your brain with images and videos that the human psyche was never meant to see, and people with weak constitutions should consider leaving the video.
I gotta get out of here! Too late!
I think it's important that if you can handle it to see this, because this is the type of content that Nova is consuming, and it's disgusting. But I understand if you don't want to see it because it is disgusting, so just skip to here and just know that it's gross. Okay, we're just gonna go through her posts real quick because they're pretty nasty. Yeah, feet and diapers. Just about to show you the goods, and I don't know, it's weird. Okay, this one specifically, these are the diapers that Nova was caught purchasing and having a box of in his living room. They're fur diapers. Fur. Some of them aren't too bad. But then some of them are. Like, come on. I'm surprised this is allowed on YouTube. God, I might be censoring this. I just don't feel comfortable with that. Look at that. I don't know. This makes me very uncomfy. And yeah, she's got like an OF adult content where I can only assume is not safe for work. Cause like, come on. You're telling me that we're gonna pay for something that isn't that? All right. There is no way anyone who enjoys this, including Nova, can justify it being not a thing for them. Nova is watching this person's content, you guys. She's in a cage with a binky. And these are the bedazzled type of binkies that Nova has a full collection of. Okay. And by the way, like these clothes are also on that Little for Big website that Nova loves to get his little clothes on. So yeah, like we're just objectifying like qualities and it's disgusting, dude. Like, come on. There's no way this isn't something innocent for Nova. All right, I think we're done. I'm done. Oh God. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. And how about we also go to her videos? Her thumbnails are very suspicious and questionable, especially if you go to the most popular videos, where we see the most popular videos have thumbnails of it being obviously something that's not innocent. Like this one even has feet. Oh my God. Like, look at that. There's no way. There's feet again. More feet. Like these are poses that corn stars use, right? Or OF models use in their pictures. These are the same poses and we're doing them in diapers. That's just messed up. I don't think we really need to watch any of these, but I watched this one. As you can see, I did watch this one because the thumbnail has her caregiver, which is just her, they're romantic partners as well as a quote unquote caregiver. And in this video, this man, literally changes her. I mean, we don't see stuff, obviously, but we see the changing process. I tried watching it on a different browser so that my account wouldn't be caught watching this and my algorithm wouldn't be all weird for when I do live streams with y'all. But I couldn't watch it because it had an age restriction on it. So, so much for that. And I just want to remind you guys that Nova is currently and actively interacting with this channel. He has commented on 4 different videos that I found. There may have been more, but I didn't want to subject myself to any more torture. Oh, so Nova is heavily engrossed into this person's content, commenting not once, not twice, but at least 4 separate times that I found. So I think it's safe to say that Nova is deeply invested in this sicko's channel, which makes Nova a sicko, but we already knew that. So I had a live stream on Monday night talking about Nova commenting on this kid and cat person's videos. Guess what happened right after the stream ended? All of the comments that Nova left for this age player were magically gone. How could that have happened? Well, Nova is a big fan of the channel. He makes sure to leave plenty of comments on all of my content because he just enjoys my videos that much. So he probably saw my stream the other night and wanting to make an interesting twist for this video that we are watching right now, he deleted the comments he posted because he wanted to help make my video that much more captivating. What a cool guy. But I am also always one step ahead of Nova. For you see, I have a screen recording of the evidence. So there is no way Nova can turn around and say, I photoshopped it. I mean, plus the first hour of my live stream on Monday, I showed all the evidence to my audience in horrible detail, so much so that they begged not to see the image of this woman anymore. But I had to show it People need to know the truth. And the truth is that Nova is still very much into age play and not age regression like he claims to be, and is therefore still an incredible threat to young, impressionable, and naive people. That's why I make videos on Nova. On the outside, Nova may look incredibly unthreatening, but on the inside lies a monster. And that's what makes him so dangerous. That's why people need to be aware of him. There is something I want to say to Nova directly. You can run, but you cannot hide. You try to sweep the evidence of your transgressions that, by the way, the qualities of under the rug so people won't find out. But I'm not going to let that happen. And I hope you folks watching at home won't let that happen either. Please tell bigger content creators that cover Nova about this subject, because I fear that this information about Nova won't get covered because 1, I am a small YouTuber with a limited audience, and 2, there is a lot of other crazy news about Nova going on right now, and this information I fear may get lost in all the hubbub. So do me a solid and spread this information. You don't have to give me credit, I do not care. The point that I want to close with is that whenever Nova gets caught being inappropriate with his LARPing, he uses his mental health as a shield to be cleared of any and all blame. Nova, you can't use your mental health as an excuse by saying it's not age play, it's age regression, while at the same time interacting with channels like this one that eroticize the qualities of and talk. It makes folks who actually use age regression as a coping strategy look like sickos, when it's really just you having a for binkies. And with that, I am so done with this video. I need an adult. My YouTube algorithm is completely f***ed now, thanks to Nova. Big shout out to Nova Anon Deets for tipping me off about these comments that Nova made. They are amazing for finding this. I hope you guys are having a good week. And if you're not, at least you're not Nova. So I'm out of here. Catch you guys in the next one.